Hey y'all. Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell y'all something about these people who've been doing the illegal organ trading. Okay, all right. So the ones of you that are familiar, okay, I'm just gonna give a quick rundown for the ones that aren't familiar, real quick. All right. Okay, the owners of the Crown Plaza Hotel, David Friedman. Okay, he owns a realty company or whatever, F&F Realty, Friedman and Friedman, and it's him and his wife that own it. Well, anyways, and there's other people that, you know, work with them and stuff. Anyways, they own it's a organ bank, and they own a resource center, which they also do like studies. You know, they research. It's a research center. They do research on bodies, organs, tissues, and all of that. Well, they've already been busted for illegal organ trading, okay, and body selling and all this stuff. Okay, and there was a couple years ago, they were being investigated. They've been investigated by the FBI 3 times, okay? So this is something that they've been doing. They've been doing this for God only knows how long. All right? I mean, they were in it big time. Well, they got busted or whatever, and it was like there was 3 different places, and it was a body broker ring. There was one in Arizona, one in Detroit, and one in Rosemont. Well, they got caught and everything. Well, I just want to show you guys the one about the guy in Detroit, okay? His name is Arthur Rathburn. I don't know if he has anything to do with this, but the other day when I got sent this video telling me to look at it, when I saw the man's face, I mean, my heart immediately sank, all right? Because I've seen, it looks like his face has been in a lot of the images. You know, it's a man with a beard, hair on the sides, bald on top, okay? And I actually saw it the same day that I did a video saying, is this the man that did this to KENNEKA, or this is the man that did this to KENNEKA, or something of that sort. But it's the one with the bathroom picture. And I put like a filter over it, and you could see sort of the man's face. Okay, now I don't know, it freaked me out, y'all, because his face looks like this man. Okay, now I just want to show this to y'all so everyone can become more familiar with what these people have been doing. For anyone that has doubts about the organs, believe me, they're all in it. Like, they're all into this shit, okay? So I'm going to show y'all this news thing, but then I'm going to also tell y'all some more. I'm going to show y'all a couple articles about this guy, and you know, and show y'all what he's been doing, okay? Just to show you that, like, they don't care. Like, they don't care about getting clean organs. They don't care about none of this, okay? But I just want y'all to listen to this, because it is sick. I mean, these people are, like, really, really sick. All right, now, like I said, someone sent the link to me that was on Facebook. So I just want to show y'all real quick.
From a Detroit location held a going out of business sale.
People who had business dealings with this man telling Action News the same freezers he used to store arms, legs, and even heads were sold. Jeff Vaughn joins us tonight with the exclusive details on this one. Sounds crazy, Jeff?
Yeah, those electric freezers selling for just $50. Those smaller igloo coolers, sources tell me, selling for $10 a piece. And there were dozens of them sold. A Grosse Pointe Park man at the center of an FBI investigation for selling bodies in the black market had a yard sale. We knocked on the Grosse Pointe Park home of Arthur Rathburn tonight. No one was home to answer questions raised in yet another body parts raid. Rathburn worked out of this warehouse on the city's east side. The FBI raiding the business called International Biological in December 2013. Sources telling Action News the body parts of more than 1,000 people removed. Our Jim Kurtzner breaking the story then and again today as federal investigators raid a so-called body donation business in suburban Chicago with ties to Detroit. It's believed Rathburn purchased bodies for as much as $5,000 and then cut them up to sell on the black market. Arms for $750, heads for $500. The feds documented $150, heads for $5,000.
Okay, so look, this is a picture of him. Okay, this is one of the pictures of him. Alright, big guy. He has a hat on, but he is bald. So I want y'all to sit tight, okay? Because I'm going to show y'all some stuff about this man. And I want y'all to tell me, y'all, is the ones of y'all that know, that have seen this bearded guy in the pictures and stuff like that. Because I've been getting tons of emails about the man with the beard. Okay? Tell me if this looks like him. Alright? So I want y'all to just sit tight. Because like I said, I'm going to show y'all more pictures and information on him.
Them up to sell on the black market. Arms for $750, heads for $500. The feds documented one body donated in Chicago. Its head, legs, and shoulder found in Detroit. As sick as that sounds, it gets even more grim. Family members of the loved ones whose bodies were donated were told that they would never end up desecrated, cut up, and found stored at a shabby warehouse in Detroit.
That's an abomination to me. I mean, that's a violation of something sacred in people's emotions.
His daughter's body donated a month ago to a Chicago lab operated by Don Green and son Don Green Jr. Also tied to Detroit, a Phoenix lab. Paperwork found during the gruesome raid at Rathburn's business led to a raid and collection of body parts in Phoenix in January 2014. Rathburn's mortuary license was pulled in February 2014. Now it seems after the FBI raid and all the body parts gone, the sources say that's when Rathburn started asking nearby businesses along the industrial park on Grinnell Street in Detroit to keep his coolers and freezers for him, eventually clearing them out and selling them at a deep discount from his business before closing up for good just a few weeks ago. And the concern tonight for anyone who bought those freezers and coolers is disease. I took a look at that affidavit from the Chicago raid. The FBI believes that some of those body parts, again, these are body parts, were infected with diseases like HIV, MRSA, and hepatitis. So where is Rathburn tonight? Well, sources tell us that he has moved up north, where he is working to develop genetically engineered trophy deer to be hunted on his 1,000-acre farm. Live at Grosse Pointe Park tonight, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News.
Jeff, any idea where those freezers are? Are they going to be able to track them down, or is it just, oh well?
Well, I guess you could kind of go to that neighborhood where this lab was, because it seems a lot of it was sold by foot traffic, and it's a busy street right near City Airport. And so I talked to some of those sources tonight that work around that area, and they said that basically these freezers were taken out to the street with a big sign saying for sale. So anybody could have came by and picked those up and bought them, but they believe that mostly it was from people in that neighborhood. But tracking them down, I don't know how you could do that.
Right about that. All right, thanks, Jeff. That is a gruesome story. Thank you.
Okay, now this news, the video that I just showed y'all on the news, okay, this is actually a couple years ago. All right, I just wanted to show y'all how sick these people are. All right, now they're still, you know, the FBI has still basically got them flagged, okay, because they've already been busted. But however, which is really odd, because the people in, I guess it was the people in Rosemont, they didn't get, there were no charges brought against them. But they're just still being basically, you know, like on, you know, they're basically still watching them to a certain extent. But it's all about money. You know, you got money, you can get away with whatever. But this dude right here, you know, I don't know. He's got charges actually pending on him. He's still going through it with the court system. Okay. Let me show y'all. Take this off. Okay. Let me show y'all this. Alright. This is him. This is the man right here. Alright. anybody that saw that video that I did the other day of the man in the bathroom, I mean the person behind KENNEKA in the bathroom, y'all, this looks like him to me. I don't know, damn, like, I don't know, I'm looking at that little edge, and, you know, like the side of his face, his profile, damn, it just, and then the one of him walking in between traffic, you know, the front of his face and all with that hat. Y'all, I'm telling you, I have seen, damn, man, I've seen either this man's face or someone's face in a lot of the pictures that look like him. It looks just like this man right here. Okay, so let me just read this to y'all real quick. Okay. Meanwhile, new details have surfaced about the case in court filings, including statements from 3 confidential sources who helped the FBI build its case against Rathburn. 2 of the informants were Rathburn's employees, including one who provided this information to the FBI. Arthur Rathburn disposes of human biological waste down the drain and in the regular garbage at his Detroit facility. Contrary to all of his statements that he abides by all local, state, and federal regulations, an FBI agent wrote in an affidavit. When Rathburn sends the body for cremation, not all of the body is sent. Rathburn keeps some of the parts for later use. These are not returned to the family. The donor's family's records show were often kept in the dark about Rathburn's activities, which he ran out of International Biological Incorporated, a rundown warehouse near Detroit City Airport. Rathburn has said to an employee when he cremates the body, he has only taken out the torso. The head, neck, arms, and legs are never sent back to the family. Damn. The families are not told that they are only getting back part of their loved ones. They believe they are getting the whole body back. Rathburn has also been tied to several shipments of human heads that raised red flags at airports over the years, including a 2012 package that was filled with 18 human heads arriving from Italy at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. Which is right down the street from Crown Plaza and all of this stuff, okay? The value on the package was $18. One of the heads belonged to a man who had expressly restricted the use of his remains to nonprofit groups. But Rathburn's business was for profit, and so was the Illinois company he was dealing with, records show. This was not the first time Rathburn came under the radar over a head shipment. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention intercepted another shipment of heads that arrived in Detroit from Israel. The heads were not embalmed, but soaked in mouthwash and water, which contradicted Rathburn's claims that they had been embalmed. One of the heads belonged to a person who died of sepsis, unknown bacteria. After years of being closely watched by the government, Rathburn was indicted in January alongside his wife, Elizabeth Rathburn, who cut a deal in the case and pleaded guilty to helping her now estranged husband run International Biological. Authorities said that between 2007 and 2013, the Rathburns bought body parts from suppliers in Arizona and Illinois, stored them in their Detroit warehouse, and then rented them out to medical and dental researchers. It was a lucrative business. Human bodies bring in $10,000 to $100,000. Brains $600, elbows and hands $850, according to court records. Elizabeth Rathburn has agreed to testify against Rathburn, who, if convicted, faces up to 20 years in prison. Elizabeth Rathburn pleaded guilty to wire fraud, admitting that she took human remains infected with HIV and hepatitis B to an anesthesiologist conference in Washington in 2012, claiming that the body parts were disease-free when she knew otherwise. Under the terms of her plea deal, Elizabeth faces 4 to 10 months in prison and has to pay $55,225 in restitution to the American Anesthesiology Association, which had rented out the diseased body parts from the Rathburns company. Though Arthur Rathburn's name first surfaced a decade ago in a book called Body Brokers, he did not fall under the FBI's radar until years later when federal agents started tracking what appeared to be bizarre shipments arriving for Rathburn at Metro Airport. Before getting into the body parts trade as a private dealer, Rathburn was the coordinator of the University of Michigan's anatomical donation program in 1984 to 90, but he got fired after he was caught selling bodies. In 1989, he started his own business supplying body parts. While this trade is not in and of itself illegal, an FBI wrote an affidavit, crimes have been committed. There was something at the bottom. Okay. Now I want y'all to look at this. Okay. He's still, you know, going through court and all this. Okay, this is from February 2nd of this year. February trial scratched in Detroit area body parts rental probe. A judge has canceled a February 21st trial for a Detroit area man charged with supplying diseased body parts for medical training. The trial is on hold while Arthur Rathburn gets a new lawyer. Federal Judge Paul Borman says Byron Pitt's work was significant and impressive, but he granted Rathburn's request to drop the attorney Wednesday. So basically, the man probably wanted another lawyer because the lawyer probably was just trying to get his sentence, you know, lessened or whatever. He obviously wasn't happy with the outcome that the lawyer was trying to get for him. He's trying to probably pay somebody to get off. The government says the Grosse Pointe Park man operated International Biological, which rented out body parts for medical or dental training. According to the U.S. Attorney Barbara McQuaid, Rathburn and his wife worked as cadaver dealers, obtaining donated bodies through deceit and then distributing them while ignoring industry standard precautions. The unusual business was legal, but Rathburn is accused of making false statements and transporting hazardous materials. Investigators say some body parts came from people who had HIV or hepatitis B. As alleged in the 13-count indictment, Rathburn didn't use industry standard equipment, but instead used a chainsaw to dismember the bodies and then stacked diseased human heads on top of other heads, disregarding any risk of cross-contamination. Just nasty. Disgusting. Like, these people are sick. In one 2012 instance, the indictment details he allegedly shipped on a Delta cargo plane an infected head wrapped in a garbage bag and packed in a camping cooler, falsely claiming it had been embalmed. 7 other human heads, along with large quantities of blood, were also part of the shipment and packed in the same unsafe and illegal manner, according to the indictment. Rathburn has turned down plea deals from prosecutors. His wife pleaded guilty to fraud last month and awaits her sentence. Like, dang, I mean, these people, like, they're, I don't even know really what the word is for them, because, I mean, you hear about stuff like this, you know, like on movies, you know, or like on TV, but like, I mean, this is real. Like, damn, man, dang, excuse my mouth, I'm sorry, but it's just, it's disgusting. Look at this right here and see what this is. The affidavit. Let's see. General allegations. Doing business from various addresses in the Metro Detroit area. Primary source of income was renting human body parts such as heads and torsos of customers who used the remains for medical or dental training. He obtained most of his bodies from the Chicago-based companies Anatomical Services and Biological Resource Center of Illinois. Biological Resource Center is the one that is owned by the same person as Crown Plaza. And like I've been trying to express, y'all, they are running this illegal stuff, this body broker crap. They had to remove it from their usual place of business because it's already been busted. So to stay off the radar, they moved it in the hotel. Into what? The basement of the hotel, where they claim nobody uses, because nobody's really like allowed down there. Nobody has any need to go to that basement except for the people that know about what they're doing. disgusting, man. Scheme to defraud. They've been doing this for years. Like right here. Beginning in 2007 and continuing through approximately December 2013, Arthur and Elizabeth Rathburn did knowingly execute an attempt to execute a scheme to defraud customers and to obtain money by means of materially false and fraudulent pretenses and representations. Hey. Typically dismember. But see, they say 2007. He's probably been doing it since before then. I just don't understand how people could be so heartless and cold. Like I just don't know. And sick. Dang, I mean, if you're gonna sell organs or body parts, you know, illegally, at least sell clean stuff. Because see, I did a video one time, and I had actually showed there's a woman right now who's living with hepatitis. I don't know if it's, I don't know a whole lot about hepatitis, but I guess there's like a cure for maybe certain types of hepatitis right now. But I don't think the lady has the type that maybe can be cured or something. But in the video, she was talking all about how she has to live, you know, with this every day, and she suffers a lot of problems and stuff from it, you know. So they have, and I think she had a kidney transplant. Okay, but like the people in Illinois, the man David Friedman, his sister is actually one of the top transplant doctors. Okay, so like, I mean, it runs in the family. They're all in this. It was part of the scheme that Arthur and Elizabeth Rathburn would provide human remains to IBI's customers, which is International Biological Incorporation, falsely representing to those customers that the remains were free of certain infectious diseases. But Arthur and Elizabeth Rathburn were aware that IBI's customers would not accept remains infected with certain diseases. The scheme included one directly profiting from infectious remains supplied to unwitting customers in violation of contractual agreements and not disclosing to customers that IBI failed to take industry standard precautions to prevent potential cross-contamination between infectious and non-infectious remains. It was also part of the scheme that Arthur Rathburn fraudulently increased IBI's profit by failing to take industry standard precautions against cross-contamination of infectious agents between human remains instead of using industry standard sterilized autopsy equipment. Arthur used a chainsaw, bandsaw, and reciprocating saw to dismember bodies without taking sanitary precautions. He stored human heads by stacking them directly on top of each other without any protective barrier, apparently disregarding any risk of cross-contamination between infectious and non-infectious. Pools of frozen blood and bodily fluids were found at the bottom of IBI's freezers. Damn. Good God. Dang, they were sending them to FedEx. I know somebody that works for FedEx. I know he'd probably have a heart attack if he had a box had heads in it. Over the course of the scheme, they engaged in numerous fraudulent transactions, followed the same pattern. Okay. Let's see what he's being charged with right here. Let's see. Counts 1 through 3. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna go all into this affidavit and all this stuff. Okay, this whatever this is, this document. Okay, the thing is, this man right here, y'all, I'm telling you, he looks like that dude. Y'all, he looks like the dude that was in the bathroom. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, okay, go to the video that says, is this the man that did this to KENNEKA or whatever? Okay, it's something of that nature. I just posted it a few days ago. I think it was on the 12th. All right, and it's a video with Monifa and KENNEKA in the bathroom. All right. You know, I saw the edge and that little bald head and the hair on top. Okay, now like I said, this was a couple years ago. Okay, he could have just got a haircut in this picture. Now the one of him walking between the cars or whatever that I showed y'all at the beginning of the video when he had a hat on, I see his hair was a little longer there. I have seen a bearded guy with, you know, hair to like right here, and I've seen the guy in the bathroom that looks like this, y'all, would be like, I'm telling you, man, it looks like the dude. I don't know, but I'm putting it out there because to me it looks like him. All right, so the ones of you that have seen the man, you know, I don't know, y'all, let me know, because I swear it looks like him. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, or if you look at the video and you can't see the guy, the best thing to do is basically when you get on that video and you get to that gray part, screenshot it and look at it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up just so you can see his see him from the other side of his face. Right here. Okay, because this is the direction. This is the one that I saw right here that made me, oh God, it almost, I swear y'all, my heart dropped, because the man, especially from this angle, looks just like that man that was in the bathroom. Okay, and I said that he had like a squiggy, what is it, Lenny and Squiggy or Iggy, whatever, the thing of Laverne, the people of Laverne and Shirley. I said looked like he had a little piece of hair coming down right here. He could, like I said, this was years ago, but just the side of his face and that look in his eyes, y'all, I'm telling you, it looks like that dude. Okay, like I said, if you can't see it, email me. My email will be in the bottom, in my description box. Email me and I'll send you the screenshot of it, okay? Because I need to know if this is this man. It looks like his chin, his mouth, his nose. He's got a bald head with the hair on the sides, and it just looks like his evil eyes. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta go pick up my daughter. Email me if you have anything that you need to send me, anything you need for me to clear up, or, you know, if you have any information you want me to look into, just please send it to me in my email box. Leave your comments and feedback below. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think there's that man. Like, look at this edge. Remember, like in that video, I was saying KENNEKA's edge didn't go like that. It looks like this dude. Okay. So I don't know. I'm out of here for right now. I will be back later. I've got some things I got to get put together. So, all right. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.